Gervonta Davis never fought an African-American fighter. Oddly enough, in his entire 28-fight career, and I want to talk about it in this video. Gervonta Davis has made a mockery of the sport since the moment he stepped into it, being groomed and under the authority of legendary TMT promoter and boxer, the undefeated great 50-0 Floyd Money Mayweather. When an apple doesn't fall from the tree, because according to Floyd's record, he doesn't have many African American fighters on his to note outside of his two toughest challenges, which were Sugar Shane Mosley and Emmanuel Augustus. Now, we can't count Philip Nadeau and who else? Andre Berto. Outside of those four, in his 50-0 record, is not many to note. But those four fell in comparison when you bridge the gap between the two resumes. And it's unfortunate to the other black fighters that's in the lightweight division, whom Gervonta Davis is hiding behind that WBA regular championship belt instead of seeking to really solidify and prove himself against the likes of black fighters such as Devin the Dream Haney and Shakur Stevenson, who's not a champion. So we can just let go of the pipe dreams and seeing Gervonta Tank Davis take on any of the smoke, any of the black smoke for that matter, in any division from 130 to 140, because he's already he's already made up his mind he's going to fight Ryan Garcia. Then after that, I mean, this guy could potentially retire. Only being a three-time champion. And in my humble opinion, considering what we saw last night of his dismantling in the 8th round TKO of Hector Garcia, he'll get slaughtered by Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson for this matter. Now, with all that being said, I did appreciate the fact that the PBC, headed by Al Heyman and Stephen Espinosa, did put a great undercard together that featured some great black fighters. It's honestly not enough when you consider the fact that he could be doing more for his own people and the culture as a whole. Now, if that's not a sellout, I don't know what else you call it, considering how we looking at the big picture. You know, he's under the authority of himself now, and all he's focused on is fighting on the likes of Ryan Garcia. But no disrespect, considering that this boxing game is basically being catered to the Hispanic population. It should come as no surprise that Tank is focused mainly upon fighting people that's not of African descent. But of course, it's going to come back to bite him on his butt, considering the fact that his own baby mama, who's not of African American descent of any shape, form, or fashion, almost put him, underneath the jail. You know what I mean? Considering, and that, to be honest, that's none of my business. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at the big picture of what the landscape of boxing is today. All these great black fighters can't secure a great, meaningful pay-per-view fight, and they'll always be considered an outcast as people that are on pay-per-view attractions. But considering how Gervonta Tank Davis is taking advantage of the sport, it begs the question, and it's worth analyzing this thing from different perspectives. And we can accurately and fairly conclude that it's black, fighters' responsibility to not only do the most for the sport and to make these fights that the fans want to see, but also, bring this thing together and make it more universal to bring, more business to the table. And I just think that works out best for all parties involved. Like the great Don Julio Suleiman, used to say,
I hope that you understand not one single person, not one single committee can do anything for boxing. It is absolutely necessary that we all get together, we work together, we respect each other, we like and love each other. I hope that we understand that by being public figures, we are targets for character assassination. I hope that we understand that we want to be leaders, we have to convince with actions, to show always good faith, to love boxing and love boxers.
Is that, you know, it's a better sport, you know, when we have all races and ethnicities fighting each other for the bigger cause, and that's to make great fights. With all that being said, let me know how y'all feel about it in the box below. Do y'all see that Gervonta Davis doesn't have not one, bro? Well, in the past 9 years, he doesn't have one, so you might as well say he doesn't have any on his record. And you know what I'm saying, he's making all this money, putting on these pay-per-view events and things of that nature, but he ain't fighting none of the brothers. How y'all feel about it? Let me know in the box below. Peace.